gonna go over a few things that nobody told me about and I discovered, and about coming out to the Outer Banks. Maybe every beach. I don't know, I haven't been to every beach, but I'm just gonna throw out a couple things here. So you're gonna come out to the Outer Banks. What's the one thing I've noticed? A lot of people getting stuck. People aren't airing down, and I'm a big fan of putting it into 4 high. I'm currently driving a vehicle that's all electronic shift, and it's got a sand mode. And I was skeptical at first. I said, we are going to get stuck. We are going to get stuck. And we didn't. We've been rocking and rolling. It actually works really good. I was shocked. But with that, always carry a shovel, and always carry, I carry a tow strap. They roll up, they're easy to pack, and a couple of small crevices, whatever. No two-wheel drives. No two-wheel drives on the beach. I know they used to do it back in the day. There's a Facebook group that they make fun of people all the time. A two-wheel drive Jeep, truck, you might be able to do it if you air down, but I wouldn't do it. The sand's too soft. We've been in some really soft spots. So just don't do it. No two-wheel drive. Make sure you got at least a four-wheel, not an all-wheel drive, a four-wheel drive. Because it's just, it'll make a world of difference. Okay, now, this year, every year they're pretty bad. This year they're really, really bad. Can y'all see everybody out there fishing? That's at the point in Hatteras. This year the mosquitoes have been unbelievable. They have been brutal. I really dread packing up in the morning because they're pretty bad at the house. So make sure you carry in deep with you. These things are big as birds, and they will get you. Now, another thing that I've discovered is the sand and the salt. I make sure I wash my reels down and just try to keep everything clean, because it can be real corrosive. I've got really good reels, but I still take really good care of them. The guys I fish with, they've got reels from the 70s and 80s that they've been using for a long time. Guess what? They still work perfectly because they take care of their equipment. They use old rods. I mean, old rods and reels. It's amazing. I love them. I mean, we're using a GS9, old Daiwa GS9. That thing reels like a dream. Another item, a lot of people may not think about it, but chapstick or lip balm. I use the Bliss Tex 5-star. It's got SPF of 30. It's got an SPF of 30. I don't like having chapped lips. Now, I do got a face protector, but I haven't been wearing it. But I may today. It's pretty bright out here. I'm real good about going up and talking to people. I'll walk straight up to you and I'll start picking your brain or see what gear you're using. I'll ask you 1,000 questions. That may be annoying, whatever, but I don't mean to be. I'm just curious, and I want to know how other people are, what gear they're doing, what gear they're using. There, you got the lighthouse in the background somewhere. Yeah, it's back there. So, be courteous. Yesterday I saw 2 men about getting a fight because one guy, he couldn't cast very good. He was casting over everybody's lines. out here, I mean, if you look, there's 1,000 rods set up back there, and everybody is, it's real tight. Don't use braid. Mono will slide along the mono, a braid sliding on mono will cut somebody off, and they'll get mad. So I just don't recommend using braid out here unless you're far enough away from everybody. I like mono anyways. Mono's been a go-to for me for many years. I just got into the braid, and I like to dial with J braid. It casts really good. It's slick. But I make sure I pretty much stay away from anybody else. But yeah, be friendly, be courteous. I mean, we're all out here fishing. This is supposed to be stress-free environment. And it can get heated out here. You know, that's a lot of people up there fishing. They got a lot of equipment. Everybody, I mean, I use scissors. I'm gonna throw this in there too. I cut my bait up. I got this pair. This is a old pair of Gerber game scissors I ordered, and they work really good. Mostly for cutting my mullet. I use a lot of cut mullet on here, and man, those guys are hooked up with a big something. I don't know if they got a shark. They caught a big shark earlier. Maybe it's a dread. Can't tell. See? They're down there. It looks like a little shark. I think it's a shark. So, being friendly, being courteous. If somebody comes up, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from different people. The older guys, even some of the younger guys, some new people. I've been asked a lot about this. This is my little casting. This has got like Kevlar on the end, and I don't care if you're casting braid or mono, your fingers get wore out. This is real easy. It stays on my hand. We've got some other ones that I've got that I'll show. I actually give some to a friend of mine I met yesterday. I believe his name was Matt. He's from Delaware, and I met a guy out here from Virginia. I believe it was Virginia. His name was Alan. Met him at this spot. A really great guy. I hope he catches that drum he was chasing. Anyways, I'm going to sign off and get to fishing, and maybe I'll come up with some more tips or just common sense stuff that you may not realize. Sunscreen. Always keep sunscreen, or get you one of those face masks. Yesterday the wind was blowing, gale force winds out here, and the sand was pretty bad. Make sure you're washing your stuff off. I do. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just making suggestions here. Anyways, from the Outer Banks back to the river banks, I will see you on the banks. I hope I don't get dive bombed. Love that. Valkyrie. Anyways,